Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's bringing you all of today's juiciest hot topics. And he's always down for a good time. Kevin Nealon is here, talking about his new series with some of the biggest names in comedy. Plus, here comes the sun. Heat up your wardrobe with spring's best fashion trends. Now, here's Wendy.
Well, thank you for watching. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. By the way, I love that. Love that. Yes. I am so full of rage. Let's just get started. It's time for Hot Topic. Except for you in the yellow dress. I just want you to model it for the world. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're like a modern day Maud. Take that in the best way. So, first of all, I've been fighting all morning with the glam squad. Because, you know, we're all in the room and, you know, wig is getting the wig together and, you know, the news is on and wardrobe is steaming this and makeup is doing me. And, you know, when you fight, but he never says don't talk. I'm like the worst with the makeup. I'm turning my head, he's following me with the pencil, I'm talking. You know what we're fighting about? Because apparently me and Wig are the only ones who think that Marvin Gaye's family should get that $7-point-something million. I don't know what ear you're hearing from. Squint with your ear. It is so clear that Pharrell and Robin Thicke were dead wrong. And when I first heard Blurred Lines, I thought literally that they legitimately, you know, purchased the hook, laid down modern words, and we had a jam that the whole world could get down to. But it turns out, and I'm not surprised at Robin because Robin, he doesn't come off to me the same way that Pharrell does. Like, I've only met Pharrell a couple of times, but, you know, he just seems like the kind of guy who doesn't abuse drugs or alcohol. He seems like the type who is probably lovely to have as a son. He seems like the friend that you go to when the world is caving in and you need to talk to somebody sane. Even though he dresses insane and he comes off, I mean, you know, I'm not talking about the way he dresses. I'm talking about what's going on in his head. I mean, you know, he told Oprah, you know, I see colors when I squint and, you know, all kind of, you know, ethereal stuff. I mean, he's like that kind of guy. So, Pharrell, I am very disappointed. That was less than smart. So you all thought you were just gonna get away with the caper of stealing Got to Give It Up and nobody was gonna find out? Well, the single went on and made like $16 million. And so I think that it is more than fair that the gay kids get, the gay kids. I think it's more than fair that the gay kids get the $7.3 million. As a matter of fact, why didn't the judge just break off the whole $16 million? You know, on account of being less than smart and thinking you can get away with this caper. Now, there are a lot of staffers here at Wendy who did not grow up with that song as the original song, but I did, and I find that it's a generational thing. For people who grew up with that song, Got to Give It Up, that's the first thing you hear when you hear Blurred Lines. Right, lady in the front row next to the lady in the nice yellow dress?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
You know it.
So it's only fair. Now, there are 3 gay kids. There's 3 gay kids. They're all in their 40s. Hopefully, this newfound money won't divide the family. However, you know what money does to families. So I guess the next Hot Topic story, about 2 months from now, will be that they're all fighting about the money. But anyway, so congratulations to the gay kids. Yeah. Here's the thing. Yes, this does set a new precedence that's not really new when it comes to music. Like, you don't just steal, music and not pay for it and think you're gonna get away with it. And I know what you're saying. Well, Wendy, The View has hot topics and all of a sudden you have hot topics. Well, in my mind, because once we got the show, I knew that I wanted to do, anybody who knows me from radio, I've been yipping and yapping about people since forever. But I never called it anything. But you have to label stuff on TV. Everything has to have a label. So I'm sitting and I'm watching TV. I'm like, what am I gonna call, when I come out and talk about people? And, I'm looking and I see The View and I'm just like, they just saved me a bunch of time. I don't even feel like I'm just gonna call it Hot Topics. But in my mind, the statute of limitations is over and Barbara's gone, so I got away with a caper. And by the way, my how you doing is not the same as Joey Tribbiani's how you doing. So let's not even talk about it. By the way, we just got back from a week vacation and we've been back now. Today is Wednesday, so 3 days. Do you know that I forgot all about Iggy Azalea? I always talk to you about this. No, you know how top of mind, you think about it, but then your life gets busy and then celebrities get in trouble and then, your kids have a runny nose or whatever's going on in your life and you forget about people very quickly. I know that you do, and I'm the Hot Topics lady. I do it all the time. I forgot about Iggy Azalea, and it's not good. Especially because she has an upcoming tour, and now that she's off social media and her team has taken over her social media, I guess maybe her super fans probably aren't as communicative as she would like them to be, because super fans of, these kids, they don't want somebody operating a pop star's website. They want to hear from the star themselves. So anyway, so she's got this tour. And the tour apparently has been delayed before it even gets going. And it's a few weeks away. The tour starts in a few weeks and Iggy's blaming her team, creativity and the production delays are her team's fault allegedly. And there's also rumor that there's drama behind the scenes. Now, here's my thing. First of all, the gag is, it's not a tour, in a little, give me a little place in New York.
Topeka.
No, I said, like a concert place. Like it's,
Like the Beacon.
like what?
The Beacon Theater?
The Beacon Theater. If you know New York, Iggy Azalea, right, she's talented, but she is not somebody's arena performer, and she's performing in arenas. And she's the headliner. Exactly. And who she's on tour with? That cute girl, she came to our show, and she sings that song in the middle of it. They go, bang, bang, all that I want you. What's her name again? Tinashe. No, Tinashe. And also she's on tour with Nick Jonas. He's gonna be on the tour too. So that's a woo, but he's not arena worthy either. I mean, this entire tour is the level of the Beacon Theater. In other words, a small. I mean, I just feel as though Nikki has, what's her, Iggy. I feel as though Iggy has bit off more than she can chew. When you go to an arena, that's thousands of people. And I like Nick Jonas, he's easy on the eyes, but he is not ready. Anyway, so he and Tinashe have pulled out. And the reason that they've pulled out is because they already blocked off their schedules to be on tour with Iggy Azalea. And now Iggy's, postponed the tour, until she can get it together. So these two have pulled out. So now who's she going to get to go on tour at an arena with her? I don't even know why she's canceling. There's no excuse for anybody to cancel a tour. What you do is you block off, the time at the arena. Your fans buy the tickets. Then the fans get pissed because you spent this money to buy the tickets and you're not showing up and money is tight. And unless there's a reason that you can't get out of bed, you broke a foot, or something. The show must go on. And the idea that the creative team and drama and she's not ready, when you're gonna tour, at least, well, I've never toured before. Although we did do a 17-city tour here on the Wendy Show, remember? That was so much fun. We rode in a big pink bus, and it had a sleeper car, and I took the Kevins, and I gained like 15 pounds on the road, because you know what you do? You eat regionally. Like when I go down south, the first place I stop, Bojangles. And the Waffle House, right? When I go to Chicago, I need some deep dish pizza with full fat everything. Anyway, back to them. Look, this is the stupidest thing ever. She canceled the tour because she's not ready. It's even stupider that now that you wanted to play arenas. And now the worst part is you have to find 2 other people to tour with you. I have to say, you have to be back on social media also, Iggy Azalea. Yeah. Anyway, enough. Does anybody here remember why today specifically it was so special? I told you about it on Monday. Dr. Phil! Good, you're good! Remember I asked you to watch with a snack. Me, myself, I got some Cars water crackers, and I love the Vita herring in the sour cream. With the onions, I will sit and watch Dr. Phil today. He comes on at 3 in New York and eat the whole jar. And I'll wash it down with a blood orange San Pellegrino. Delicious. Okay, you guys, today is the day that Bobby Christina's boyfriend, Nick Gordon, sits down with Dr. Phil. And I gotta tell you something. I have a clip, and as you watch this clip, just watch everything. In the room, at a hotel, it's Dr. Phil interviewing Nick. The interview turned into an intervention when Nick's mom, who sent him off to live with Whitney, so I don't know what kind of mom that is. Anyway, the mom shows up and sits on the couch with Nick, and all of a sudden tries to act motherly. And Nick is trying to show emotion, except his emotion is worse than a bad Lifetime movie. And with that said, just watch this and critique yourself, and then we'll talk. Go ahead.
Mom, I lost the most legendary singer ever, and I'm scared to lose Chrissy.
Pray for Chrissy, right? You hyperventilating, just breathe.
You can't help Bobby Christina the way you are. You can't help Chrissy like this.
Right.
This is not helping.
You're right. You
You gotta get yourself cleaned up. You gotta man up. You gotta straighten up. You
I've
gotta
been
get
so
yourself-
strong for so many people for so long.
You gotta do it.
So please
You gotta
don't
do it
tell me
one
to
more
man
time.
up.
Yes, I am gonna tell you that.
No, you're not.
I just did.
Is he serious? And you know what? Did you see how dirty his nails were and how long they were? And all those cuts on his hand and stuff? Okay, so Dr. Phil paid for him to go to rehab. So right after, remember, I was telling you that we got from the Dr. Phil set that he was so unsteady on his feet that they had to push him around on a luggage cart. And according to Dr. Phil, Nick was on a little something. Right? Alcohol and Xanax. Allegedly. Now, can you cry when you're on Xanax? Who knows about Xanax and alcohol together? Oh. I'm not gonna out you. But I knew that there'd be, the camera just outed you. God. Just, you know, and then the mother showed up, and remember, this is the same mother who, you know, I don't know what she was doing in her life at the time that you send, you know, your son off to live with a pop star and a dysfunctional situation. But I want the mother to do the next interview on Dr. Phil, because I need questions answered by her. Anyway, good one, Dr. Phil. We'll all be watching with a snack today. Celebrity romance news. It's time for hookups and breakups. Hit it. Let them carry on. I'll just talk to you. Look. So Ryan Seacrest is off the market. She's a model. This is not the best picture of her. Relax, because I said the same thing. Like, oh. Her name is Renee Hall. She lives in Nashville. And we can show you, now there, yep, that's, yes. Show the other one. Yep, there she is. So, you know, Ryan is 40 years old, Renee is 26, and she's got an 8-year-old son. Now, to me, that means that she's probably not the keeper. This is not the one she's gonna, you know what I say, once we have children, we're like soiled. Yes, we are. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a lot for us to have to deal with baby's mother's drama and baby's father's drama. And my thought, I'm soiled. If you have kids, you're soiled. Doesn't make us bad people. Doesn't make us bad people. It just means we're fertile, that's all. No, but I'm just thinking, like, Ryan Seacrest just turned 40. He's worth $145,000 million. You know, he loves his mother. He's a country boy from down south. He's moguling the world. Why would a 40-year-old eligible bachelor want to settle down, sorry, with a soiled woman? And have to deal with some baby daddy drama? Like, you never know what you're getting when you get with somebody with a baby's mother or baby's father. And goodness only knows, nobody wants to hear in the middle of the night, you know, a crazy baby's father out there. I just feel like this is a little something for him to do, you know? But, you know, he's worked so hard. He deserves not to have the drama of baby's father or the monotony of, oh, she can't go on a date because she's got parent-teacher night. You know how it is being... But you know how it is when we're parents. We have so many obligations. It's like easier for us to communicate with other parents that we date than to... You understand? Am I putting my... Do you understand? Okay. I'm trying to keep it real. Yeah, it's just like we parents, we have a different way of dealing with each other. And for you people with no kids, you don't get with a soiled person. It's a lot. Anyway, and now it's time for breakups. Karina, what is wrong with you? I'm talking about Karina Smirnoff from Dancing with the Stars. Well, formerly of Dancing with the Stars. She quit. I think I read on Radar Online or something. She quit. This is her third engagement called off. Now look, it is better to call off an engagement than to walk down the aisle with the wrong person. I will give you that. But, I will even give it to you where you've got one called off or two called off engagements in your past. But once you get to the third called off engagement, I'm not even looking at the men, I'm looking at you. So, his name is Jason, and he's some sort of actor. Remember, she was engaged to some baseball player in the major leagues at one point, and then she was engaged to Maxim, and that's when they came here as an engaged couple. But remember, this is seasons ago. Remember, but she lost her she left her giant engagement ring in the hotel, which is a sign right there. Since when does a woman get a diamond ring with a promise and leave it someplace? You know, not in the early stages. I mean, I know women who've lost their wedding sets and whatnot, but not in the early stages. You sleep with it on. You look at it in the shower like this, like, I'm getting married, I'm getting married. But I can say something, if I can be brutally honest, and she was never mean to me, But she had you know I used to be on Dancing with the Stars. And I will say that she had this way of really not connecting with other women unless they were working on her hair, like she's one of those twirl girls, twirl in the room and be pissed at everybody else who's getting attention and not her. And somebody originally said, is that Juliana Rancic or Karina? She looks a little bit like her. I can tell you one thing though, they said that there were differences in family values. Now they've been dating on and off for about a year. It seems to me family values are one of the things that you kind of get out without acting like you want to marry a guy. Within the first 3 dates, like there's certain really important things. You know, if I'm Jewish and you're Catholic, you know, how do you want to raise kids? If you ever had kids, if we ever had kids, you know, like, you can't do it like an interview, but there are really important things that you need to get out immediately. Otherwise, you are being less than smart by getting engaged to somebody. Like, how are you gonna break? Anyway, Karina, good luck with your 4th broken engagement. And if I had a child who punched me in the face with a closed fist, you're doggone right, I'm gonna pick up something metal and crunch him in the face with it. Angie Stone, the singer. Well, no, she was arrested, but I am so team Angie. Okay, okay. Okay, Angie was arrested. Her teeth are so big, they're like her co-star, right? That's in a good way, Angie. Anyway, Angie Stone was arrested for beating up her 30-year-old daughter. Now, when I first heard the headlines, I heard it on the TV, because I always listen to the news for about a half hour while laying on my stomach before I actually get up and greet you. And so I heard it on the TV, and the first thing that went through my mind is, okay, well, what'd the daughter do? You know what I mean? That's me. Well, here's what allegedly happened. Angie's 53 in this corner, and the daughter is 30 again. The daughter's name is Diamond, as in Diamond Stone. right? It's cute, but really hood, Diamond Stone. It's cute, though. All right. Diamond apparently was in her bedroom, because at 30 years old with kids, she still is living at her mom's house. She's in her room. Allegedly, Angie goes to the room, pissed like moms. We walk around pissed all the time. And the first thing we do when we get to the threshold of the room is say, clean this room. We don't know any kids who leave clean rooms, but this is a grown woman with kids herself. So Angie wanted Diamond to clean her room and also get a hold of her own messy kids. The kids apparently were running around the house doing, I guess, what grandkids do. Angie claims that Diamond then punched her in the face. Not a slap, not that a slap would be better, but a punch, and on your mom? Like, who hits their mom? Somebody in our Hot Topics meeting said, or their dad. I said, whoa. No, because fathers and sons fight all the time. It's kind of like a rite of passage. They fight. You just hope that they don't break your china as they do. You know, do that out in the garage or something. Don't fight up in here. Anyway, so Angie allegedly, after she got punched in the face by her daughter, grabbed a metal object to defend herself. This metal object right here. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, but I can tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like the thing that you hang your bananas on when you see the hook right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you eat enough bananas at your house, we eat a lot of bananas. You hang the bananas on that thing. Anyway, picked that up, hit Diamond Stone, and knocked her front teeth out. That's right, sass back at me, will you? Now, here's my conclusion. All right, first of all, both girls, Angie then tried to flee, but Diamond chased after her. And then apparently the cops showed up, and they were both taken down to the station house, and then Diamond Stone was released. They held Angie a little bit longer. Diamond, here's my question to you. And I don't know whether you're permanently living at your mom's house or what, but all I'm saying is if you're old enough to spread your legs and have a baby, then you need to be, at 30, old enough not to be living in your mom's house. And the other thing, Diamond Stone, you've got a lot of nerve if all these allegations are true, that your kids are running around a mess, you stay in a dirty room, but your face is beat and your hair is laid. Priorities all screwed up. That's it? That's it? Well, we do have more great show. Yay! Our friend Chassie Post is here from Guilt.com. Chassie's gonna show us the hottest fashion trends for spring. But up next, I love him. He's funny. He's Kevin Nealon, and he's here. Don't go away. Are you ready to rumble? On an all-new Wendy, we're pulling no punches in Hot Topics. The kids have come to play today. And he's the real deal. Evander Holyfield. You know I love a good bob and weave.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Hi. For 9 seasons, our first guest made us laugh with sketches like Hans and Franz on the iconic Saturday Night Live. Pump you up. These days, he can be seen on his new AOL web series. It's called Life Lessons with Kevin Nealon. Please welcome back to our show, the very funny Kevin Nealon. Thank you. Hi. Hi, baby. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you.
Congratulations. You're doing so well.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
You too, WW.
Thank you. So you were on SNL for 9 seasons.
First of all, let's... Thank you. Yes, that was 9 seasons.
Yes. And I know that you went to the anniversary.
I did, the 40th.
Now, how was it?
It was,
being back?
you know what? It was epic. It was so exciting on so many different levels.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never sat in the audience at SNL before to watch a show.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and everywhere I look, it's like, oh my God, there's Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Behind me, Diane Sawyer, Paul McCartney over there, you know.
Were there any regular people in the audience, or everyone was
That's
a
a
star?
good question. You know, if there were, I didn't notice them. I didn't say, oh, there's Joe Cooley
Yes,
from down the street.
yeah, from down the street.
Yeah.
Did they pay you to show up?
Big bucks.
Did they really?
I think, you know, I think because I was on the show, I did a part of it, so I'll probably get a check for like $800 or something.
Oh, that's the
So yes, a lot of money.
Check.
A lot of money. I don't know what you get paid in this show, but that's a lot of money to me.
So how's your family?
They're fantastic, thank you. Yeah, they're doing good. So I go to the rehearsal, which is like, you know, that afternoon for the show. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm doing a little update segment in the show, so I have to go there and rehearse a little bit. And I go into the green room, and I have my 8-year-old son with me.
Gable.
Yeah, good memory.
Thank you.
Good Google. And I walk into the room, and Derek Jeter's sitting on the couch. My son doesn't know Derek Jeter because he's just learning baseball.
Okay.
You know? In fact, my son asked me the rules for baseball. He goes, Daddy, am I safe on first base? Just my hand has to be on first base before the ball gets there, right? I go, no, any part of your body.
Right.
He goes, well, if I took a big poop and it was still connected to my butt, would I still be safe? I said, yeah, technically, yeah, you would be safe. But you'd have to get there really early to set that up. So Derek Jeter's sitting there. Larry David's over there. Bob Odenkirk is sitting over there from, Fargo and Saul, yeah. And then,
Thank you, co-host.
And then I sit my son down between the chair and the refrigerator on a bunch of, coats, and he's playing with his iPad.
Yeah.
And Tina Fey is sitting right next to him. I said, hey, Tina. It was Sarah Palin.
Oh, they look so much alike.
And Sarah Palin was very nice to my son. She was like, asking him about the iPad, where does he go to school?
Yeah?
What grade is he in, and this and that. And I thought, she's really nice. I would never vote for her, but I would hire her as a babysitter.
Yes!
Yeah.
I'm not trying to start anything, but I just want to ask, I was disappointed that Eddie Murphy was not more
Wait a
involved.
minute. You said I don't want to start anything? You are the original starter. With your hot topics. You're the disher.
But I don't want to start anything with you. I'm used to it.
Right. You are.
But look, I wish that he did more than come out and basically give us jerk.
Well, I don't know what what was said or what was supposed to be done, but it was a 3.5-hour show, so there wasn't a lot of time. But he had a very nice tribute to him, and Chris Rock did a nice thing for him, and he came up, and yeah, maybe a little bit of ote, you know, something, you know.
A little something.
But I don't know what was set up. But he did look good, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a very
look at
good-looking man, yeah.
I mean, he hasn't aged at all.
No, you know what? After a certain age, it's great when a guy still, like, you keep yourself together.
I have people that keep me together.
Yeah. Did you go to the after party?
I did.
How was that? Not the same amount
Again, it was just crazy. I mean, I go in there, and there's Peyton Manning with his brother Eli. I have my picture taken with Peyton Manning. And for my son. I'm not a fan. And Peyton gives the phone to his brother. He goes, Eli, check that picture, see if it's okay. Half hour later, I go to check my phone. It's all in Chinese. You know, I can't get out of the Chinese thing that it's in. I think, did Eli mess with my phone?
Purposely?
Half hour later, I see Peyton Manning, you know, in the middle of the crowd. He goes, Nealon, how's your phone?
Oh, so he played a joke
Eli
on you.
messed with it. And I went up to Eli, I said, Eli, fix my phone. I hate the Giants.
Who knew they had a funny bone?
And then Prince comes in.
Oh, and then the room stops.
Take it easy. Take it easy. I said, you're not messing with my phone, Prince. No, he goes, and he's got his entourage around him.
Yeah.
You know, interesting-looking people, shaved hair, long on this side, you know. And I have eye contact with Prince. And,
yeah, you looked at, he's very small.
And he smiles. And I smile at him. I said, hey, Prince, because I had a wine.
Did he touch you? Oh, you had a wine?
I had a wine.
So
he shook my hand. And then my wife is standing right next to me, and he looks at her. I goes, this is my wife, Susan. And she holds out her hand, shakes his hand.
He shook?
He leaves. My wife goes, he never touches anybody.
You know what? Exactly. What did you say? So you talked to him because you had a wine? Well, maybe he had a wine.
Maybe he had a wine, too.
A wine.
We're whiners.
Let's talk more seriously.
Uh-oh.
Well, I understand that you have a health issue.
I don't really have a health issue.
Okay.
But I have, I'm health conscious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you conscious about today?
Well, you wouldn't think that I have a lot in common with a NASCAR driver or a legendary golfer, Arnold Palmer. But I do. We were all at risk of getting a blood clot. Take it easy. For me, it was from AFib.
AFib.
You know what that is?
We see the commercials on TV.
It's an irregular heartbeat.
Yes.
That could lead to a stroke from a blood clot. So how do you know you have this? I was in Mexico 13 years ago with my now wife, then girlfriend, 18 years younger than me,
So you're trying to keep up with a young woman. This is the problem.
I'm trying to impress upon her how fit and active I am.
Yes.
Virile. And I'm running on the beach, and it's humid, it's hot. We're in Mexico.
Yes.
And I'm swimming, and I'm working out. Look at this. And I get out of the pool, and all of a sudden my heart's going a million miles an hour. And I thought, oh no, I can't have a heart attack. What will she think? So I go to the hotel doctor, and he sends me to the cardiologist in a Mexican emergency room, which is my dream. To go, you know.
Do you habla español? Oh, God.
So kiddingly, I say, are you going to put the shock paddles on me and you'll stand back to everybody? And he smiled, and he put me on this IV overnight. And my girlfriend's staying in the room with me overnight, finally. And I wake up in the morning, the doctor's looking at the EKG. I says, how's it look? He goes, it didn't work. I said, well, what do we do now? He goes, well, you know you were joking about the shock paddles, but 90% of the times that works. So I call my doctor in L.A., and he goes, well, you might as well do it there, otherwise you'll have to do it up here. So they knock me out. They do the shock paddles. I could hear it when I'm out. I go, which you're not supposed to hear.
Yeah.
And I wake up, he's looking at the EKG. I said, how's it look? He goes, it didn't work.
So how do you maintain? They're very dramatic.
Yes.
So this happened 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, how have you managed to live?
Well, let me tell you this. On the way to the airport, it goes back to regular heartbeat, and that's fine. I go to my doctor in Los Angeles. He checks it out. He puts me on a blood thinner. which was called warfarin, and you had a lot of dietary restrictions, and you have to have blood monitoring. And I travel, I do stand-up comedy, so it didn't really work with me. But so there was another option that I went with, and it suited me better. But I just tell people, if you think you have AFib or you're worried about something like that, go see your doctor, and they'll tell you what's right for you and what's a good fit for you, and so that's what happened.
You've taken me through a range of emotions. We laugh.
But I'm healthy now.
We
I have a healthy
laughed,
heartbeat.
we talked that. Yeah, no, good for you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that information. Check out Life Lessons with Kevin
It's actually
Nealon.
laugh lessons.
Oh, they have life.
Well, they're wrong.
You're wrong. It's Laugh Lessons with Kevin Nealon. It's on AOL.
Right.
Right?
And for more about the AFib, you want to hear my story?
Go
Where
to
do they go?
wendyshow.com.
Or you go to driveforclots.com. Driveforclots.com. And for every viewing, Jansen, who I'm partnering with, will make a contribution to Mended Hearts.
Perfect. Kevin Nealon, everybody, clap it up. Ask Wendy is next. Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
You having a good time?
I am having a great time.
Good.
I'm Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
How are you?
Good.
About a month ago, one of my really good friends told me that they had feelings for me, and I didn't feel the same way. And I had to let them know that so that there wasn't any awkwardness between us. And now it's more awkward than ever. What should I do?
It'll pass.
Okay.
I mean, it'll pass. This has happened before with friends where, you express, as long as you're both mature people, as long as that person doesn't try to take advantage of you after you've had wine, or that you don't take advantage of that person.
Okay.
How long ago was this, Professor?
It was about a month ago.
Oh, please. You'll be fine by August.
Okay.
All right, very well. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Very well.
I'm Fabian. Not too long ago, I had a group of friends at my house, and we ordered food. And I went to the bathroom. I told them where the money was to pay for the food. And when everybody left, I realized that some money was missing. What should I do?
Okay, I can't stand a thief.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God. First of all, I wouldn't have... Me personally, I get drastic. None of them would ever come to my house again. Okay. And I'm too big of a person to even mention why.
Okay.
But you're young. How old are you?
29.
29?
Yeah.
How many people were over?
About 5 to 7.
See, that's too many people to have in your house when you go to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's too many people. What should you do? You can start trouble by asking them all, but then they're going to hate you for asking them, or you can never have those same 5 to 7 people at your house ever again.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah.
Up next, everybody, Guilt.com shows off the hottest new spring trends. Don't go far. On an all-new Wendy, it's a what? We're showing the love in Hot Topics. I love you more. And if the stories aren't juicy, bye, Felicia.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
Hey, okay, here to show us spring's hottest new fashion trends from Guilt.com. Please say hello to our friend Chassie Post. Hi, Chassie. All right. I love your coloring, by the way.
Thank you.
Let's get started with the fashion show. Here's Ifoma. Ifoma is from our, of course, models are from the Wendy audience.
I know, isn't she gorgeous? This trend is bold stripe, and people tell us all the time stripes can be tricky, especially horizontal, but that's not the case for this season, Wendy. And we're loving this little short set combo. It's from Guilt.com, just $69.75 for both pieces. And if you want to do horizontal stripes, anybody can do it. It's just about the silhouette. Just make sure it's a little bit looser, not so body hugging, and you can do the trick.
I love that you made the shoes have the horizontal with your brown skin underneath.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes, it's head to toe.
I know,
great.
she's gorgeous.
Thank you, Ifoma.
Thanks, Ifoma.
Lauren's our next model, everybody, and she's wearing the military-inspired spring trend. Wow!
I know.
I love this.
Wendy, let's give a salute to this trend. We love it. And all you need for military is army green, gold buttons, navy. It's really easy to do.
Is this affordable?
It's so affordable. This is from Topshop. It's $105, and it's so, Private Benjamin Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cute.
And you can dress it up easily. We went with a great statement necklace from H&M and some, let's talk about her shoes, floral. Love it with army. It's so fun.
I mean, yeah, really, you were caught.
$29.
Thanks, Lauren.
Yep.
All right, our final model is Terry, and she's wearing the fringe
Yes.
trend.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Okay. Can you believe this? Wendy. Isn't that amazing? This is vegan leather. And Wendy, Terry is 51 years
51?
old. Yes.
Shut up. Wow, Terry.
Can you believe that? Now, this dress is from Nasty Gal. It's just $78, and any age can wear them.
Okay, come on, girls, back up here. Those are your spring trends. Say hello to Chassie Post, and now goodbye to Chassie Post. Everybody, Celebrity Said What is next? Do you want to be my next co-host? Okay, good. Go to wendyshow.com, request your free tickets, and be a part of my studio audience. Make sure you're dressed to impress. I can't wait to see you. Rita, she's from Connecticut. She works in retail, and we're about to play Celebrity Said What? All right, here's your question, and the other co-hosts aren't going to help you. All right. The last lie I told was that I love all my siblings the same. Was this Khloe Kardashian, Nick Jonas, or Donnie Wahlberg?
Sounds like Nick Jonas.
You're right! Oh my gosh, that's it! You're going to eat at the Palm Steakhouse here in New York. Congratulations. Eye candy is next. Don't go far. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a seat, everyone. It's time for eye candy, and you know who I'm going to pick. I mean, everybody here is fashionable, but this woman's dress caught my eye. A little drum roll, and then my eye candy winner is the woman in the beautiful yellow dress, Saikon Sing Blow. Come on now. Because I love it.
Thank you. How you doing?
How you doing? Now, anybody who knows me knows that I love a Maud-inspired look. And I love Mrs. Roper. Where did you get, tell me about your look.
Well, I wanted to jump into the spring, so I brought my yellow dress. It's $40, and I paired it with a nude pump.
Which is nice because you can also pair it with flip-flops in the middle of, another time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's your diva fan. You knew you were going to win. Thank you, Saikon. We'll be right back. Thank you. Yeah, hello. I was just socializing with my people. You know, they come from far and wide. We've got FAMU from Tallahassee here. There is a man here from Russia. And, of course, my Jersey people and people as close as around the corner. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Tomorrow, the legendary boxing champ, Evander Holyfield, stops by. Plus, we've got you covered with all the juicy hot topics. I love you for watching today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.